Today we see a very intriguing interaction between God and King Solomon. Today's reading is 1 Kings chapter 3 and 4, 2 Chronicles 1, and Psalm 72. Now Solomon, as we've seen, has just become king, and he goes to Gibeon to worship the Lord. And it's interesting that in our reading we see that the ark of the Lord is in Jerusalem. However, the tent that Moses had constructed, the tent of meeting, and the altar are there in Gibeon. They're split up. And while Solomon was there to worship, God spoke to him in a dream. And so I want to read to you 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 5 through 14. At Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream at night. God said, "Ask, what should I give you?" And Solomon replied, You have shown great and faithful love to your servant, my father David, because he walked before you in faithfulness, righteousness, and integrity. You have continued this great and faithful love for him by giving him a son to sit on his throne, as it is today. Lord my God, you have now made your servant king in my father David's place, yet I am just a youth with no experience in leadership. Your servant is among your people you have chosen, a people too many to be numbered or counted. So give your servant a receptive heart to judge your people and to discern between good and evil. For who is able to judge this great people of yours? Now it pleased the Lord that Solomon had requested this. And so God said to him, because you have requested this and did not ask for long life or riches for yourself, or the death of your enemies, but you ask discernment for yourself to administer justice. I will therefore do what you have asked. I will give you a wise and understanding heart, so that there has never been anyone like you before and never will be again. In addition, I will give you what you did not ask for, both riches and honor, so that no king will be your equal during your entire life. If you walk in my ways and keep my statutes and commands, just as your father David did, I will give you a long life. God answered Solomon's prayer. He gave him discernment, but he also gave him that discernment and wisdom. He also gave him riches and fame, success, and a long life. Maybe you know the hymn, More Precious Than Silver. Linda Shazo was the author of that hymn, and she tells of the story about how that hymn came into place. Linda Shazo was working in McDonald's at the time, and she was fasting as a part of a church effort, and she was on fry cook duty one day. And there at McDonald's, she began to look at the fries and want them, and she ended up taking some of the fries and eating them. She broke her fast, but she also, by eating them, she didn't pay for them. She stole the fries. Instead, when she got home later that night, she just broke down because she put the things of the world above, her relationship with the Lord. And that's how that hymn came to be. Lord, you are more precious than silver. And I believe that was Solomon's heart, at least right now. Solomon saw the Lord's wisdom, and he wanted that. He wanted that relationship, with him. He saw that it was more precious than silver. I wonder how many times we look at the things of this world, and if we're honest, that we say that the things of this world are more precious to us than the relationship with the Lord. It's more precious than the things of the Lord. I hope that's not the case, but I want to encourage you, as I'm going to do, to examine our lives to see what is more precious to us in our life. Hope you join me again next time. Now, next time we'll go back to Psalm 119 and finish that chapter.